Hey everyone, so this is this week's tiara, and I'm going to also show last week's tiara as well and show how I made that because I did not do a video last week. So this one's very gold, which I like with these moonstones in there. But somebody had sent me a box of things that they had old jewelry, and this piece, which was obviously broken, came in it, and these are little links with these little pieces here. So I took them apart and used them to create this one. And now I could have wired them on, but I did not want to show the wire underneath, so these are all attached with a 5-minute epoxy. But what I did first to start out with is this was also from another box that somebody had sent me, this kind of moonstone with the stones on it. And so I liked that piece, so I wired this piece on first, and then I wired this piece in front of it, this little small piece of filigree. And then I decided that it needed a little bit more background and a little more interest, so I wired on this piece right here, which is just a brass piece of filigree as well. And then I had this look. So then I had these links, and I attached these two in the front, and then I attached this side piece right here, which is another one of those links. It's just sideways. Then I attached this one right here, and then finally I attached this one. And then of course it needed more bling, so I had gotten these really cool crystals right here, these diamond shaped. So I attached one right here, and then I added these two within the kind of like the heart shape of these leaves, which I thought was kind of neat, and thought I needed something else. So I put one here and a small one right there. And then in my latest haul of stuff that I bought, I had all of these kind of milky white Swarovski type crystals in the box. And so to mimic this color right here, I added them all within the leaves of the gold. So let me show you the back so you can see it. So yes, they're attached right here and attached to the other pieces. You can see the wire work for the main structure right here. And once again, it was just putting this was an earring, and it was upside down. And then I attached this piece in front of it and just wired it onto the front so that it also gave some stability. And then I wired this piece on the back. I had to paint that piece because it was more of a brassy color. So I painted it with an interference gold, golden acrylic, which won't close now. And then I added in these gold pieces, and I think this gold is really quite eye-catching the way it is. So yeah, found jewelry. This is all about the found jewelry of these little links. And then last week's tiara was this number right here, which is a completely different look, whereas the other one is a very warm gold. This is a very, I don't want to say cold silver, but very, they're all silver colors. And this one I wanted to do, I hadn't done a purple tiara in a while, and I had these great stones. And so I wanted to use these, and I wanted to use some of my branches. And this one is kind of coral-like, but it also is kind of branch-like. And I thought they felt kind of like antlers coming off of the piece. So what I did for this one is, you can see on the back, I wired on these leaves right here so that there was an opening in the center, so that I had a place for this moon. And the moon was just really to keep the big stone in place. I wrapped the stone with another piece of filigree, so you see the little two pieces right here, and then I attached it to the moon. And then the moon is attached to the branches and behind it. And then I wanted to have a little bit more detail here, so what I did was I wired on these purple stones that I got at Michael's, and then I wired on the purple crystals as well. The clear ones are actually glued in place because they're in between the wired work. So the same thing on this side. I want it to look kind of organic, so I kind of just let them stick up any way they wanted to. And then finally, I went through with a glitter glue, which was just a kind of a bluish or iridescent glue. Glued it all in there so that I had that blue color coming through. And then I added little crystal chunks to the top of that. They're glued in there so that you get more of that kind of rugged look around the crystals. So there you go. That was last week's tiara. I like them both for different reasons, of course. This one feels very moon, fae. A lot of people said ocean. And this one just feels a little bit more royal, kind of gold, a little blingy. So more organic on the last week's tiara. And there you go. See you guys next week.